Hello, beautiful Taurus. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into it right away and see what's happening. What is the urgent message that you need to hear right now? Okay, I see here there's a foot. I don't know if you can see that. Like this way. I'm sorry. You see that there's a foot here coming out of the comfort zone. We have many news being delivered. This is usually considered when it pops out like that. It's like your kismets are spilling out. There's going to be an overflow of things. They're small, however, they're going to be satisfying and they're going to bring a lot of joy. For some of you, I feel like even though it's not your birthday, it can be like an event, like some sort of celebration happening for some of you. And that will bring a lot of maybe satisfaction. It can represent a lot of gifts coming to you from someone or multiple people. This can also be like maybe achieving something that you had in your mind for a while now, and it seems like not currently, but down the line, it is going to help you get outside your comfort zone. But as an earth sign, you're probably first dipping your toes into the water. This is actually, that's what it's, you see the toes right there, kind of see your toes. It is actually you dipping your toes into the water rather than jumping right outside, okay? By the way, if you're new here, this is Divine Light. And if you haven't already, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit subscribe. I'm also going to leave my email right here. And in the description box, go ahead and click on there and send me an email if you would like to inquire about private readings. What happens when we get back inside the cup is before you put your foot out there, there is actually kind of looks like a dinosaur to me. Like I saw this small head right there. However, this is like a very strange creature. If you think kind of like maybe a cancer. What is that? The cancer is a crab coming sideways. I feel like this can be someone very protective. Okay, a zodiac sign Cancer can be someone really protective. But the thing is, according to gender, their actions usually change. Okay. Cancer women can be extremely protective, but Cancer men can be sometimes obsessive. This is a generalization, by the way. This doesn't apply to personal level because everybody has a different chart when you look at the astrological chart, and they might have like different features there. Their Venus might be different, their rising might be different, then it changes their personality as well. So, but I see here there's someone like creeping up on you here, and there's another person right there. Kind of reminds me a little bit. Looks like a man, but then I saw like a head cover initially. Can be like a nun type of a person. Let's go with the first interpretation that I saw, a nun coming here. But the thing is, this nun energy is someone who is not really obedient. I feel like nuns usually are programmed to accept. I mean, I don't know. Okay, I don't know the culture, but we're gonna go with this. Can be someone whose head is covered. They have like a certain direction, and they made a certain promise to stay in between the rules and not to get out of the rules. Okay. This doesn't have to be specifically a nun. The head covering can also symbolize maybe someone in the academic culture, someone who's wearing a hat during their job, uniform. And it seems like they're coming here and to look at you, look what you're doing, and they might be curious about you. Okay. At the same time, then the protective crab might be showing up to maybe protect your territory, protect you. But I don't feel like you have a connection with this crab, too much of a connection, okay? So maybe here, this can be someone you're allowing into your space. This is a new person. You want to explore them. But somebody else might be actually trying to block this connection. So I feel like here, your phone lines are forming. This can be... Okay, it can be if you're looking for a new job. This can be someone, maybe you're showing your portfolio, wearing the hat, someone knowledgeable, and maybe another boss or old boss can be snooping in your business and trying to figure out what you're doing there, okay? So that's why I feel this is something that you don't have to publicize right away. You need to keep it behind the closed doors. I see phone lines forming here. There are communications are going to go through. and they're opening more doors here. I even see there's actually like a person, kind of looks like a someone, looks like a dog wearing like a soccer uniform. I see a letter B, C, E. There's a T, can be a cross on their chest. This can be the first name or the last name of this person. It seems like here the conversation is gonna lead you towards this dog person, okay? The dog can symbolize someone loyal and someone, I feel like a little bit disciplined also, this one, because this one looks like bulldog maybe. And yeah, I think bulldogs, chihuahuas, and what else? There's some dogs that are bred to work, like canines. That's not canine. They're all canine. It's not the thing. The thing is the ones that is actually police dogs. Police dogs. They are bred to actually like the working dogs. And I feel like this can be a person. I'm not talking about the dogs, guys, okay? When I say symbols, I'm not talking about the animals. I'm talking about the characteristics that apply to a person here. And it seems like this is a person who's loyal to what they do, dedicated, wearing a uniform, but I feel like this can be a sports person, or maybe someone who's doing athletic stuff. And your path is going to lead towards them. If you're working like in the physical industry or fitness industry, this can be someone who's looking towards the future, maybe has a future vision, and you might take part in their activities. Or if this is actually someone that is maybe coming a new person, like I told you, coming into your life, a disciplined person who has a set of rules, maybe they're guiding you towards this person. There's a lot of scenarios coming to my mind, but I usually give as example, but this one I don't want to give example because it comes down to a little bit body and health stuff. And if you are actually going through such a thing, please go see a professional. These are not professional advice when it comes to that. So, but the thing is here, this is actually leading you towards some sort of a celebration if you took the path, okay? Because I see there's some people, angels even coming forward here. They're giving you some tools to use there. I see there's another, like a baby face, someone, maybe this is a renewal, the new young energy coming to you. And the young doesn't have to be related to age. It's about to feeling excited, feeling enthusiastic, and finding energy to even do the things, other things that you want to do. I see here the masks of the theater. You see the crying face and the laughing face right there. Some of you might be even getting yourself prepared for getting on the stage, okay? And the stage of a play, or maybe stage of talking people, or being an example to people as well. It seems like all gonna play out well, and then where you're putting your foot on the stage, but only one foot, maybe testing the waters when it comes to your wish and desire. But it seems like it's first starting, maybe you're building this your storyline here, and then you're going on the stage and just telling that to the people, okay? What's urgent here? You might be asking, oh, what's the urgent message here? Urgent message is even if someone is protective of you and don't want you to get outside your comfort zone, taking a leap of faith and creating a conversation line. This doesn't mean just investing in everything that people are telling you to invest in. This means that really like pushing a little bit your boundaries. This doesn't mean just breaking all the walls and jumping in everything, because it seems like you're not even jumping outside, just dipping your toes in it. So it's about actually testing new things and just exploring new areas. That's going to be the urgent thing. If you don't explore quite fast, it seems like the opportunity can pass, okay? Let's dive into your soul center now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. Other than that, I told you there are some good news coming for some of you. There's simple little boxes here. Those can be mails, invitations coming in that you need to take urgent action about them. And I also see there are two desires you have. One of them is coming real fast, but the other one has some time. In your heart space, there is actually, I see a shark right here, but the shark maybe have eaten something more than they can chew. Now they are actually falling apart. So the shark can be Another maybe urgent thing you need to know. Shark can be someone that you owe something. Maybe they are also, maybe you don't owe anything to them. However, they're really like snappy. They want to get a bite of you, and you might have a little bit fear on that end. But it seems like here we have two number threes right there. 33 can mean something as a number, or number 3 can symbolize as actually creative action that you're going to take is going to diffuse this, take this person's power away. Okay. Another thing I see right there is this kind of reminds me, initially I saw like divers swimming. These are his flippers, but then when I get closer, I see someone with like a braided hair here. There's one more desire coming. I feel like this is coming so unexpectedly. So you are actually going to get really happy about it. The braided hair can symbolize actually gathering your thoughts together. Okay, when you when you open the hair, this means that you need to go get in touch with your creative side and let the hair loose and be calm, be creative, and just explore different things. And number 33 can be indicating that. But then it seems like here, when you gather the information together, you need to braid it together and actually make something out of it and use it really efficiently. I see someone here, I don't know if you guys can see, mustache, big hair, not a beard, but he has another woman under his chin. This might be a couple. I feel like kind of looks like a movie couple. However, this can be a very dramatic couple outside of your comfort zone. Not comfort zone. I feel like this is not really in the same house they're living with you, but their energy is affecting you. I feel like here the idea is maybe about you finding a solution to their situation. There's a wizard right there. I don't know if he's smiling or being shocked. The eyes are different. There's a caterpillar actually landing on the wizard's nose. Caterpillar can symbolize a new hope. And I feel like the wizard can be you dipping your toes inside of the outside of your comfort zone, inside of a different water, then finding the caterpillar, which is going to turn into a butterfly, which is going to bring the transformation for you. Okay. So yeah. Let's see what else we have when it comes to tarot. If you made it so far, do comment down below. Let me know. I am planning to do, I see someone with a mustache here too, live readings, which I have done one last night. It was fun for me, extremely fun. And for me, it's a nighttime, so do comment down below where you're from, where you're watching, what time you usually watch according to your timeline. So maybe I can just, look into it, make a poll about it too. So yeah, let's see. Prince of Cups is a fulfilling offer. For some of you might be even receiving a love offer. Ace of Cups, the rebirth is a judgment day, death, and Three of Wands. Okay. So it seems like here something is coming very strong that is going to really change your mind about another thing. The rebirth, the judgment day is about, they actually made it look like there was a movie called The Mary Magdalene with Joaquin Phoenix and Rooney Mara, I think, and they depicted how the events of Jesus Christ and the disciples actually go. It's a beautiful movie. It's a very quiet movie. It's not that dramatic. No, it is, but it's not about like massive production, I feel, but the feelings, immaculate. Like this kind of reminded me of that Jesus Christ was actually coming out of the cave, or this kind of like a place that he was in. And this is exactly what I see here. This is the judgment day. Judgment day represents here you are coming to terms with a situation that there's something better is available to you. There's something more exciting. There's something more romantic or more fulfilling. This can be a job. This can be love. This can be another option that's there, or it can be revamping something in a way. That can be the rebirth as well. It is going to make you feel like $1,000,000 basically, okay? It's going to give you a different perspective. It's It's going to make you feel alive again. And even the judgment day can symbolize here letting go of the past. It's going to give you clarity about the past, okay? Another thing here with the death card, but this new thing coming in might actually cause you to end something currently in your life that you're over and done with, and you're not really getting pleasure out of it. Maybe this is something that is not really paying off you the way you want it to be, or it's like a gum you chew the taste out of, okay? It can be something like that. That feels that way. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but it feels that way. And that is coming to an end. And I feel like you're embracing it well. It's not really defeating you. It is actually, you are taking it very well. Because in the death card, what we see here, this is actually maybe a tomb on the hill. What we see is the Hierophant stands up. So you are the Hierophant, Taurus. So it seems like this is not something that you are actually feeling sad about. You're accepting it as it is. And maybe you knew this was going to happen. That's why you're taking it as like a champ. And then you're moving on to a new adventure here. The new adventure coming ahead. Prince of Cups can be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio coming into your life with a new offer. The offer can be emotionally fulfilling. It seems like you learned something. This person might have been someone that you have learned something. We have Pisces. I feel like Hanged Man might be something that, or you might be the one offering the love too, because you have learned a lesson here. That's what the rebirth symbolizes. Maybe you are the one offering something. And at the end of the day, this can be something that was on hold for a very long time. That's what the Hangman, wow, okay, symbolizes. This is like there are a lot of things build up in this relationship or in this situation. A lot of things build up that maybe you need to just sit down, have hours of conversation, or maybe clarify, or this can be your understanding why certain things actually played out that way. Okay, this is actually everything coming to light. A rebirth is happening. You understanding why things actually played out that way. Death is about a decision you need to make here. Death is going to happen either way. You can either stand by the dead like the Hierophant does in the original tarot and just wait for it to go away naturally, or you can just follow the path opening up behind the towers, behind the hill. And this is emotionally suggesting that with the Three of Wands, there's a new adventure coming in, and you are the creator of that. If you're aware of or not, this is something you really want to go on. So emotionally, you need to find a way to detach from the past. I feel like the Judgment Day, if you can really savor it, if you can really look at the things, why everything played out in a certain way, you're not gonna really have a lot to think about. You're gonna detach from the situation rather quickly, okay? The Magician is you creating your heart's desire. We have telepathy, transmission, perception, and communication. So some of you might be actually starting to talk through mind, through dreams, and then face-to-face communications start to happen with this about the situation resolving, the person coming in, or it can be like opening a new opportunity that you're thinking about. You're transmuting your thoughts to another person, and then the communication might be starting about that. Wisdom, learning, joy, art, music. I told you we had number 33 here. That can be you using your artistic powers to maybe install the wisdom deeper, because the Judgment twice is kind of like a learning the lesson for sure. And you can really turn that into art, write a song about it, or if you have those kind of skills. But if you don't, whatever is your artistic side, which most Taurus have an artistic side, and if you don't, maybe you can explore that part of you, okay? We have here Divine Masculine, electric, active power. It seems like afterwards you need to take action towards the things that you're building. Aligns with the Magician's energy. You're going to have all the tools that is necessary in order to move forward and excel in this new thing. I shuffled She Want to Come Again. We have here a dark woodland witch. I feel like here she's holding a sword. Can be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Someone, maybe a wise lady giving you advice here. Have faith in yourself and in higher powers. They lead you in dark times, even when you feel lost, feel you have lost guidance. So it seems like even though it doesn't seem like you have guidance, you do have it. You just need to be maybe more open your perception to receive it, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit subscribe, and I wish you all a magical day. Bye.